What is going on, my beautiful people, man? I hope you guys are having a damn amazing day today. In this video, what we're going to be talking about is being able to start ourselves getting to run on the fuel source of God. Now, what am I talking about with this? I'm talking about being able to be somebody that can be energized, joyous, happy, being able to run on that fuel every single damn day and being able to do it to the best of our ability, to where we're not just like dragging by, we're not just kind of like barely getting by, we're not just kind of doing what we're doing with a little bit of a passion, anything like that. We're doing it with a full force, wholeheartedly, with everything that we have. Now, like, here's the example that we can compare this to. So, like, in the NBA, NFL, anything like that, you got the players out there. Well, I was watching the Spurs game yesterday, and they were basically talking about some of the guys out there that were there. Some of them just seem like they have a lot of energy when they're playing. They got a lot of fuel when they're going. And some people can keep that on a day-to-day basis when they go out there on the court and continue to do that. And it's like Keldon Johnson is somebody on the San Antonio Spurs, and he can like literally just be screaming, yelling, hype. At the end of the game, he's over there talking to the crowd. He's like yelling at them. He's like just hyping them up. That's what we're trying to get to on a day-to-day basis in our life with God, with a day-to-day energy level that is that high. Now, I have felt the difference between that level where it's like, oh my gosh, everything is so good, it feels like that, which it feels like this for me right now, versus the days where you're kind of just getting by. It feels like you have no focus, you can't really like pay attention. It just like it's completely off. So there's two very different things that we can get to with that. And if we want to get to that other level, I started thinking about, okay, how can we get to this? And I'm like, because if you're in the NBA and you're out there and you actually have that insane, what they call it is a motor, like your motor is high, you can just go, you're playing with full force all the time, going. That is going to be the best way to actually improve, the best way to actually get better, the best way to actually make a mark and just put your best out there every single time. Even if you're not the, let's say, quote unquote, best player in the world at all times, anything like that. So with this stuff, I think it's freaking beautiful because all of a sudden we start thinking about it in that way on a day-to-day basis. Now, this is going to go like if you're a creative, if you want to do anything, if you're a creative athlete or if you make videos, anything like that, and you want to be your best, you got to be able to get into that flow state, but also have that high energy motor going every day. So here's what we can do to try to get to this, and some things that have helped me and some things that we can start thinking about to get us into that like higher motor running like that. So for myself, what's been really helpful, for one, of course, you got to manage your sleep, being able to do that. But I've realized also it's not just about my sleep, because there's sometimes where I get poop sleep, like I get no sleep, or the little baby cat that we have is like keeping us up throughout the night, just meowing and meowing. But I'm still like, if I'm in a mode where I'm passionate about what I'm doing and I'm excited and I'm imagining it, I'm visualizing it, my motor is still high even when I physically feel tired. That's the freaking flip. So it's something where one of the things I've been doing is from a book called Inner Excellence, and in that book he basically talks about being able to just visualize how you want the energy of your day to be throughout the day. So at night, visualize the energy that you want to have throughout your day. Like, visualize it. Just continue to see like, okay, the high energy of being in God's presence is what we're trying to get to, which it's like a whole, let me pick you guys up a little bit. You're going to the wrong way. But it's like a whole kind of culmination of a lot of things, because it's like the joy, you have to have first trust in God, knowing that you're going to be okay, everything's going to work out for good for those who love him. Because once you have that trust and knowing that you can kind of just like let go and have fun, that's the key. Having fun in life because you trust that God is taking you where you need to be, and you can just be happy even with struggles and challenges and all that stuff that's going to come up. Secondly, doing whatever you're doing heartedly, full-heartedly. There's a verse that talks about that, heartedly, as working unto the Lord. You're doing it with all your might because you know that you're doing it for the Lord. And when you wake up and you imagine that throughout your entire day, it's literally a completely different thing that you're imagining your entire day going, because all of a sudden you start imagining it with that energy. You're excited, just like a basketball player. Imagine a basketball player that's imagining his day. What is his day gonna look like? His day's gonna freaking look like excited about getting to the place where he might be able to win an NBA championship, or not even that, just excited about the process, excited about waking up every single day, getting to put his all into something, grinding it out. But also, one of the other things we can do is a gratitude mindset. So imagine that NBA player, grateful for every moment that he is there. This is also something I learned from the book Inner Excellence. He says that having that gratitude is going to be energy and fuel, and it's the best fuel that you can have. Because like an NBA player is doing that, he starts saying like, thank you, Lord, for the opportunity to get this workout in. Thank you, Lord, for this opportunity to improve. Thank you, Lord, for this struggle that's going to help me grow overall. Thank you, Lord, for even this little small opportunity. Now, rain or shine, if you're having a good day or a bad day, that gratitude is going to get you into that momentum where you're grateful and in the gratitude mindset. And that is just energy that you're building off of every single day. Versus what takes away from our energy is when we start beating ourselves up. Things are just going bad. Everything's negative. It's just not going great. And you start feeling sad. You start feeling like you don't want to get up in the morning. You start feeling like, man, I gotta do this. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. Versus I get to do this. I get to do this. I get to do this. So that's what we're trying to get into every single day with this. And also just like testing out what works for you. I think that's freaking great because it's like sometimes depending on, I think if I wake up a little bit earlier in terms of like, even if I get less sleep overall, if I wake up earlier in the day around like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, somewhere around there, I feel more energized throughout my day. Also, what time do you take your I take pre-workout. Some of y'all take coffee, whatever it might be. What times do you take that? Trying to monitor that to get our fuel source right. Also, just, I imagine myself thanking God throughout my day, just like the visualization, thanking God throughout my entire day. Like imagining that, and just when you're visualizing that over and over, your mind starts to get trained into that. Now that's becoming the normal state that I'm at. And it's like, throughout my day now, I just keep doing this, pointing up to God, thanking him for this moment, thanking him for getting to watch the Fallout show, thanking him for getting to make this video, thanking him for everything. That is the energy source that it feels so different than what it was before, where it's like, okay, I'm kind of just dragging along. I'm doing, not even that it was like super bad, but there's some days where it just like the energy wasn't there. The motivation or the kind of the passion, the will wasn't always fully there. But now, you know, sometimes it would feel like I was tired. I didn't, like it was hard for me to even continue to do it because it's just like I'm tired, and then you feel tired, and because you feel tired, you feel even more tired. Then we're just going into that. But there's moments where you will be tired, and if you're in this kind of energy state, you'll feel that tiredness, and you'll feel like, man, freak that tiredness. I don't care. I want to freaking do this. Like this is something that I'm freaking excited about, something that I love. I'm passionate. And it feels like that athlete. You're like exactly like that athlete, getting up every single day, excited to do this because the Lord has given you this opportunity. So let's tap into that energy source today. I love you guys very much, man. I hope you guys are enjoying whatever the hell you are doing and doing it to your fullest. Love you guys very much, man. I'll talk to you on the next video. Peace.